I want to start off by saying all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, double honor to the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you Akim on the highways and byways building to the marriage. This title is going to be called The Prophecies Are Coming to Pass. And I'm going to get out Matthew chapter 24, verse 32. Now I learned a parable of the fig tree. When its branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, you know that summer is nigh. Tender and putteth forth leaves, you know that summer is nigh. So when before the summer comes, what happens is all these leaves, everything starts to grow, a new life, everything dies in the winter and then recycles again. So I'm gonna go down to 33. Likewise, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. And what was the Lord talking about? We're talking about these prophecies, and what's gonna come to pass. These rumors of wars, the RFID chip, the the race wars, um, the race wars, the Esau, Revelation is gonna fight against the angels. And Esau put these in these movies when there's an alien invasion. He's gonna bring the whole world. He's trying to unite the whole world together. So before the Lord comes, that's what the New World Order is. It's not gonna come to pass. It's not gonna work out anyways. But really, I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away till all these things be fulfilled. So everything in these scriptures have to be fulfilled before the generation passes. And the Lord, when He said that, He meant that. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. The Lord, the Lord, His word will never, it don't go out void. He means what He said, But I'm gonna get Revelation chapter 6, verse 12. Revelation chapter 6. And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, black as sackcloth of hair. So just talking about the signs, and this happened. There's earthquakes all over the world. The sun became as black. There was a solar eclipse. I think like last year. I think there's another one, if I'm not mistaken, coming next year, 2019, and the moon became as blood. And there's been a lot of people that have been saying they seen the blood moon. Esau, he's the devil, who's gonna lie and say like I was watching this video on the waters turning red. Esau said there's certain algae in the water that makes the water red, so it does that. Like Esau is just always lying. But I'm gonna read down to 13. And the stars of heaven fell onto earth, even as a fig tree, casting her autumnally fig when she's shaken of a mighty wind. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together. Every mountain and island were moved out of their places. But I'm gonna get Revelations chapter 9. I'm gonna get another priest. Revelation chapter 9, verse 12. One woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. So that's talking about the world wars. This is talking about the World War III. You got all these three wars. There's already been two. There's already one here right now. There's World War III happening right now, and a lot of American citizens, they don't know that. And the Lord said that His word will not pass away until all these things be fulfilled, and He meant that. And it's all happening at once too. I'm gonna go up to 6, and that day when the martial law comes, people are gonna be afraid. But I'm gonna read that. Revelation chapter 9, verse 6. And in those days shall men seek death and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. So this is talking about the men that refuse to turn back to the Lord, and in the end, you know. But that's what's gonna happen to them. They're gonna try to find that, but they're not gonna find it. But I'm gonna get Luke chapter Luke chapter 21 verse 25. Shalom. Luke chapter 21 verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars upon the earth, distress of nations. So this is talking about what's gonna be happening. You know, the Lord is showing all these signs in the scriptures, and and they're being prophesied. There shall be signs in the sun and the moon. The blood moon, the solar eclipse, and in the stars, and in the stars and upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity, and the sea and the waves of roaring. So perplexity, like stressed or like fighting, they're perplexed. Distress and perplex. Everybody, and this is all happening right now. Nations fighting against nations. They're all mad at each other, and because they have that philosophy of America and the sun and the moon. All these scriptures, everything in these scriptures is coming to pass. I'm going on to 26. Men hearts filling them for fear and looking after those which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Many our hearts are gonna fail them for fear. What I was just reading in the Revelations, that they're not gonna find death either. They're scared. They're gonna be scared. Curl up in a ball. Because the Lord's not gonna be with them in that time. But Lord's will, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, that the Lord be with great millstone in me. But I'm gonna keep reading. And then they shall see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. What's that cloud? The chariot, and with power and great glory. You know. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift your head, for your redemption draweth nigh. I like that how that ended. I'm gonna read that. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. That was good. But the chariot's gonna show up, and, and people will take it literal. The Lord's gonna come in a cloud, but he just said look up. But he's talking about chariots. But I'm gonna get Matthew's. The Lord's gonna come back. And that's what Esau making those movies about. Him fighting the chariots. I'm gonna get that in Revelations. But in his movies, he flips it and says he wins, but he's lying. Esau's not gonna win. Lord. I'm gonna read the Revelation chapter 12 verse 7. And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the angels fought and his dragons and prevailed not. It didn't say maybe if. He just prevailed not. Esau's just gonna fail. Neither was there any place anymore in heaven. And that's what's gonna happen. Esau's gonna try to fight against the angels, and he's gonna fail. And I'm gonna read down to 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. He was cast out into the earth. In the earth, he was cast out on the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So that's talking about his army. Everybody's gonna fall. That's why Esau's gonna come down having great wrath, because he knows his time is short. I'm gonna go down to 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heaven, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil come down onto you having great wrath, because he knows that he has but a short time. And think that Esau, he didn't show his true horns yet, but he's getting to that point. He's killing, taking the streets. He's calling, you got Edomites calling the cops for every little reason they have. You got Jake still friends with Esau. They're gonna, and that's gonna be their downfall. Esau is gonna like knock them upside their head, betray them, because Esau doesn't, he had that perpetual hatred. But I'm gonna get Matthews. I'm gonna go back to Matthews. And I'm gonna get Matthew chapter 24, verse 36. But at that day and hour knowest no man, no not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. And how was the days of Noah? If you read the story about Noah, you'll know that it was talking about how they, how his family, I mean, let me rephrase that. How the days of Noah when the people were all going about their day, and then the Lord told Noah to build an ark, every animal of two of every kind, and then you have the people looking at him and they laughed at him because it never rained back then. But in that day, no one knew when the rain was gonna start raining. And they started banging on the door, and he he wanted to open the door, but the Spirit of the Lord, he told him not to, because they come, they come the last minute, just as in the day, if you read the Proverbs, that same thing is gonna be happening. People are gonna call upon the name of the Lord the last minute. The door's gonna be shut to you. The ark, it's like an ark, and in the last minute, people are gonna try to call upon the name of the Lord, and it's not gonna happen. The Lord's gonna shut the door to them. But I'm gonna keep reading. But as the days of Noah were, so also shall the Son of Man be. You know, the Lord didn't tell you when, but He gave signs. But also it happened at randomly. It started raining down, and people started banging on the door. I'm gonna go down. Uh, for as the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage to the day that Noah entered into the ark. So that's what they're doing. People are doing now. People are partying, eating. They're having cookouts. They're going to Six Flags, Disneyland. The Yeah, doing everything but following these prophecies. And that's gonna be their fall. Right after they have all their fun and everything, they're gonna try to turn to the Lord the last minute after they did everything they could before. That's what basically what everybody's thinking about right now. But I'm gonna keep reading. To that day, nowhere into the ark. And, marriage. People are marrying in marriage, and they're getting divorced. So I mean, what you're doing, you're just a fool for really doing that. Giving into marriage at this moment. I'm gonna go down in 39. And knew not until the flood came, and took them all away. So shall also the Son of Man be. I'm gonna read that again. And knew not until the flood came. They didn't know. They didn't. They wasn't. Well, the signs are gonna be there, but you got to be looking for the signs. They're not gonna. Can't just walk around. You got to read the scriptures. Try to bring the scriptures and see what's happening in the world. And to these people, the signs were there, but they didn't want to look at them. They just kept walking about their day, and that's what happened. But I'm gonna go down to 40. Then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken and the other left. And right here is talking about people that are gonna be beamed up in the chariots, and the other was gonna be left. But I'm gonna keep going. Two women shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken and the other left. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. No one knows when the Lord comes. But these signs are getting to that point where we're close, but we don't know exactly. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. So the Lord is telling us, be watchful and always watch the signs. So I'm gonna go down to 44. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh, declare the glory among the heathen. Oh, the water, declare glory. Psalm, the water, Psalm 96, verse 6. Psalm 96, verse. Uh, Psalm 96, verse 6. Honor the water. So 96, verse 6. Honor and majesty are before him, strength and beauty are in his sanctuary. Give unto the Lord, O ye kindred of people. Give unto the Lord glory and strength. You know, give unto the Lord the glory and strength unto his name. On glory due unto his name. Bring an offering and come into his courts. O worship the Lord in beauty and holiness. Fear before him all the earth. You know, you gotta fear the Lord. You know, before knowledge and understanding, to know all these precepts. And to understand these precepts, these scriptures, to see the signs, you're gonna have the Spirit of the Lord on you. And without the Lord, these men are gonna be crying like I was just reading. They're gonna be wailing. They're gonna do everything besides, they're gonna, because they waited the last minute. They party, going on to these other places before. They didn't want to read the scriptures. They don't want to learn of it. And that's what's gonna happen. But I'm gonna read down. Give on, say among the heathen, that the Lord reigneth, the world also shall be established. That it shall not be moved. He shall judge the people righteously. The Lord's gonna judge the people for their works, for everything they did, to their past lives to now. Lord's will that we're in the number elect, the hopeful elect. But the Jake out there that not that hearken on to the word of the Lord, is he's not gonna get it. He's not gonna get that knowledge and understanding he needs. I'm gonna get Proverbs chapter 92, verse 5. All right, 92 verse 5. The water. O Lord, how great are the works, and thy thoughts are very deep. A brutish man knoweth not, neither doth a fool understand this. So how great are thy works. How great is thy works, and thy thoughts are very deep. If the Lord, the Spirit of the Lord is on you, you'll do these works. It's always good to give praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, because he delivered us out of Egypt. He brought us out of all these kingdoms and all these bondages. You got I forgot Egypt. He brought us out of the Babylonian. Moab. He delivered us from all these evils. He deserves honors and praise for that. I'm gonna read down to 6. A brutish man knoweth not, neither doth a fool understand this. When the wicked spring as the grass, when all the workers of iniquity do flourish, it is that they shall be destroyed forever. But the Lord art most high forevermore. So they're gonna be destroyed forever. They're gonna be destroyed for what they did. They're gonna be destroyed forever. But not for and that's coming. Or you have a spiritual, think of a spiritual bank account. I remember my elder said this. It's talking about when spiritual bank account is like when you're saving up your works to the Lord, whether it be righteous, you're saving it all up for the Lord, so when he comes back, he knows what to give you. Just like with Cain and Abel, there was two. Cain was cast out because he killed Abel. And what the Lord said, I forgot. If you do as well, thou not will not now be accepted. If you do well, you'll get well. If you do bad, you do bad. And if I read this, when the wicked spring as grass, when all the workers of iniquity do flourish, that's all they did was wickedness. And you think the Lord's gonna bring you the kingdom of heaven. You're gonna get no, you're gonna get destroyed, and it is that they shall be destroyed forever. They're gonna be destroyed for that. For lo, thine enemies, O Lord, for lo, thine enemies shall perish. All the workers of iniquity shall be scattered. You know, they're gonna be scattered for that. You know, but I'm gonna get Isaiah chapter 55, verse 8. Isaiah chapter 55. Okay. Matt, Isaiah chapter 55, verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. So, the Lord will He's going to bring us to, and you know what? You know why most people don't come to the Lord? Is because they always got that one thing, is that, how could the Lord do this? My family member died. Like, something tragic happened in their lives, and they said God wouldn't do that. Like, if you read the scriptures, He's a man of war. And, He killeth and maketh alive. People complain when the Lord takes somebody. Neither, this is what, because the Lord has and they're not even, they're in a better place anyways, you know. So His thoughts are above us, so you can't question why He does what He does. Says the Lord. Neither are your ways my ways. But I'm gonna get Proverbs chapter 1 verse 5. Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 1 verse 5. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. A wise man will hear. And when we're on the highways and byways, people are gonna come and they listen, to the scriptures, and will increase learning, and a man will understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. Listening to what not to eat, what to do, how to be a productive servant of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And I'm gonna read down. To understand a proverb and an interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. And you got Jake that don't want to listen. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, and they don't fear the Lord, because if they did, they wouldn't be doing what they do now. But fools despise wisdom and instruction. But fools despise wisdom and instruction. And they wag their hand, they walk down the street, and like I was saying, people feel some type of way. They feel some type of way because someone died. How could God do this to me? It's always some sad, You don't know why He did it, so you can't really question why, His ways are above ours. Every time someone goes through a tribulation, they get emotional about it, and that's why they fail, I know there's a lot of people like that too I met. But I'm gonna get one more scripture. I'm gonna get Psalms. Let me get Jeremiah. Oh, I'm gonna bring out this last. Wait, did I get this? Oh, no. I'm gonna get this last scripture. Isaiah chapter 55, verse 6. Seek ye the Lord while He may be found. Call ye upon Him while He is near. And, call upon the Lord while He's still here. Don't wait the last minute when martial law comes and you see a blood, everything's gonna happen all at once. You're gonna call upon it. The Lord's not gonna, Ecclesiastes. But yeah, I'm gonna keep reading down. I'm gonna get that the water. Ecclesiastes 11:14. But let the wicked forsake his way, unrighteous man, his thoughts let him return unto the Lord, and He will have mercy upon him. into our power. For He will abundantly pardon, for my thoughts are not your thoughts. Oh yeah. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord. He will have mercy upon him. And and the Lord, that's what they're gonna do. The wicked, they're gonna wait the last minute, to call upon the name of the Lord. And that's not gonna work out because the Lord's not gonna answer them. Because they're gonna do wickedness until the last minute, I'm gonna get 571. The water. Ecclesiastes 11, 11 to 14. Wait, Ecclesiasticus. Oh, wait, I think that's in the Apocrypha. Oh, yeah. I gotta get my Apocrypha. Alright, got the Apocrypha. 70. Alright, the water. Ecclesiastes 11 and 14. 11 and 14. Prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come of the Lord. Everything comes of the Lord, and so the Lord taketh away and maketh it. Wait, let me read that. I'm gonna read from 12. And there's another that is slow and hath need of help, wanting ability, full of poverty. Yet the eye of the Lord looked upon him for good and set him up from his low estate. And that's what the Lord did. He brought the Lord brought brought us all into the camp. Because we were low, we didn't have nothing. That's what that's what it says in Revelation. I know thy poverty and tribulation. That's what we have: tribulation and poverty. But he gave us knowledge and understanding. Wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the law are the Lord. Love in the way of the good works are from Him. Everything's from the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. People got to understand that. But these churches, they twist everything to fit what they want, all about love and about money, love and money. That's about it. Because if the people in a good state of mind, it'll be easy for them to give up their money to them. They're not telling the truth, but the Lord the Lord can, He kills and makes us alive. It tells you right here. Wisdom, wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the law are of the Lord. Love and the way of good works are from Him. And that's what it comes down to that. But don't wait up the last minute to call upon the name of the Lord, because that's gonna the Lord's not gonna always be here, to be redeeming everyone. But yeah, people need to get out their feelings and understand that the Lord can do, His ways are above ours. And it's probably somebody did something in their past life to get what they have, get what they get, you know. But I want to end this by saying all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, double honor to the elder great millstone. Citation all you Akim highways and byways, bring to the marriage. Hope this video was edifying to all you brothers out there. Till next time, say shalom.